Who criticised Madonna for miming at the Q Awards? The answer was the talented Sir Elton John.
Oh, that's right. Sir Elton John criticised mime for a live act. Ah, you know that already. You're watching The Right Stuff, of course, live on 5. We've got Stephen K. Amos here, Janet Ellis and Anthony Costa, who's singing with Blue for the first time in 4 years at the Capital's Summertime Ball on Sunday. Still to come this morning on this show, Tech No Feelings. Oh, God. Researchers reckon communicating via Twitter, text message and email in this era of rolling news is making us less caring. We spend less time talking face-to-face with people, so what do you think? Is new technology making us less sensitive, less caring? 0207 173 5555 is the number if you'd like to express yourself by phone on national TV. But first, who cares if pop stars mime? Britney Spears is in town, charging fans up to £325 a head to see her concert tour. I stress see, because many fans reckon buying a ticket is no guarantee you're going to hear this fragile little songbird actually sing. Her record label refused to comment when we asked them if she was actually miming, but, you know, let's be honest, it looked like it to me and to you, yeah? Yeah. We never do that in Hawkwind, by the way. We'll talk about Blue in a moment. Britney's been accused of miming before, 2 years ago at a comeback gig, but the big question is, does anybody care? Not these fans.
Yeah, well, I think it's really out of order.
I don't really mind. Have we got the clip? Let's roll the clip.
Don't go to a Britney show for her singing. You go for a big production.
Definitely not.
Because you know she's going to put on an amazing show, right? So realistically, you're not going there to hear her vocals by any means.
She did sing some songs live, but to be honest, it's a proper show, and it was amazing anyway, regardless of whether she sang live or not.
I feel like I'm living in a parallel universe again. I mean, Michael Jackson, he mimed when I saw him in the mid-90s, and Insiders reckon he's going to be doing the same when he decks tours here. If miming's good enough for the king of pop, then why not Britney or Madonna, so long as the fans are wowed by an amazing show? But as I said earlier, Girls Aloud, they're singing live on their tour and laying on a big show, so it can be done. And if you think about it, a ticket to a West End musical costs, I don't know, around 50 quid, half the price of a cheap seat at one of Britney's gigs, and the performers there will spend all night singing and dancing live. So...
8 shows a week, I did.
8 shows a week?
Love Brothers, 8 shows a week. Do you know?
All of it live, obviously?
All live, even the backing vocals live.
Now, obviously, when you do TVs with Blue, you're not going to be live everything you do, but when you do
not.
live dates,
absolutely,
you play live.
Absolutely, that's exactly what we've always gone on. Obviously, we mimed one song on our tour, which was the opening. Basically, we were hung on fences, and we were like 100 feet in the air. Do you know what I mean? So we couldn't get the harmonies right. But the minute we got dropped down, got the live mics, bang, we were singing live from the beginning and dancing and everything else for an hour and 40 minutes.
Do you find it... I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really care whether Britney mimes or not. That's irrelevant to me. The thing I found most extraordinary is the fans there, when we eventually saw them, saying they don't care.
It just winds me up. It winds me up because, you know, we're in a world now where there is talented singers, there is talented dancers, and if I paid money to go... I paid money to go and see Elton John in Vegas, right? And if he mimed, I'll be gutted because I want to hear him sing. I want to hear him do ad-libs. As a singer, I want to hear him do his thing. Not spend 300, 400 quid on a girl who's not stable at the moment doing a bit of that. And a bit of like, ow, ow, ow. I don't care.
That's really worryingly good.
Thanks.
We'll come to the rest of the panel in just a sec. Let's throw it open to you, though, first of all, and find out what you think. Does it matter if pop stars mime? Kirsty.
Adam's on line 1.
Adam, good morning.
Good morning.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does. I was at the Britney concert last night, and it was like watching a MTV video from a seat in a stadium.
So you were there, and you think it was mimed?
The whole thing was mimed, apart from one song, which might as well have been mimed as well for the sound quality on it.
Disappointed?
It was disappointing. I saw her about 5 years ago with one of her other concerts, and she was singing, well, I think she was singing live then anyway, and the connection with the audience was much better. This was really a sort of Britney worship rather than a Britney concert.
So when the fans that we saw there in that clip are saying they don't really care, and to be honest, I watched lots of Rolling News, and that was the message coming through from most fans. Is it you that's got the problem, you and me, or is it them for thinking that's acceptable?
I don't know, maybe they were a bit more excited because they were slightly closer to the stage, so they could at least see her. But if you were sitting anywhere far up, then all you saw was a blonde person running around on a stage, not dancing that well either. And I'm a big Britney fan, I love her.
Well, we all have our crosses to bear, Adam. Thank you for the call. Janet, does it bother you?
Yeah, it bothers me hugely. I mean, I don't understand the need as well to recreate the exactly same sound that you get on either a video or the record in the stadium. The point of being there is that it's slightly different and you're part of that experience and that
What about the
things
argument
could
that
change.
the Jackson fans give, which is, oh, you know, he's a great dancer. If you want to see the great dance moves, you can't have the live singing as well.
I suppose they just want to be in his presence, don't they? But to me, to be an entertainer, I can't think of anything more disappointing than not doing what you do. You know, that's the whole point of being on stage. And, you know, certainly...
It's the thing that gets me, Stephen, as I said earlier, you know, Milli Vanilli was an international outrage that they were miming, and now we just take it on the chin. It doesn't matter as long as the show's great.
No, I think the difference with the Milli Vanilli was that they were mimed because they weren't the actual people singing on the records. Yeah. That was a whole different thing. Yeah. But I also think it depends on the kind of singer or artist you are. If you see a 2-hour show and someone's dancing, giving it all that, and it's all of them, I think maybe a couple of songs mimed would be okay, acceptable. Yeah. But just a couple. But you want to see them feel the night, you want to feel like it's their night, that you're in the moment. But also, I've got to take umbrage with you. I have heard a version of Girls Aloud singing live, and I'd rather it was recorded, to be honest.
I know a lot of people, fully grown adults that went to see the show, and they loved it. Honestly, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I've heard shocking stuff.
OK.
My relatives don't mind, that's all I can say.
OK, listen, we've got to take a break, and we are no more time for calls. Shame. After the break, though, hang on, let me just get ready for this. Techno feelings. Techno. Techno feelings, Twitter, text message, email, Facebook in this age of rolling news is making us less caring. That's what researchers reckon. Because we're typing and not talking, our sentences are getting shorter, our expressions briefer. The net result is we no longer feel other people's pain as we used to. Is this true? 0207 173 5555 is the number if you'd like to express yourself to the nation using old-fashioned words. Is new technology hurting our feelings? We'll find out after the ads.
20 years ago, we spent 360 minutes a day talking face-to-face with people. How long do we spend today? 120, 240 or 360 minutes?